Guys, it's episode 9 of the Week of Leaks. We're nearing the end, but there's still some massive secrets to be revealed. What's coming next? You're about to find out. Come on, let's jump right in.
Another
But the
view
general
of it.
idea is that you would put a factory on your land plot potentially if you wanted. This is what?
Yeah. So this is another view of that electronics factory. Yeah, I think you'll be able to make some electronic equipment and then probably go and sell it as people come on your land plot or maybe trade with it.
Yep.
And then this is the same image.
Did you want to show that general store?
That's a leak. There we go. A really early work in progress.
Yeah, so this is a work in progress of a general store that will be inside Cornucopias as well.
Yeah, it's not got any textures on. So this is how it comes out of the mold.
This gives you more perspective on how we're going to flesh out the world. It's not just a landscape. There's like animals, there's buildings, there's activities and people going running around. So I think that's cool to show, get people imagining what's coming in the future.
On that one, you said Jupiter, you said that one looked like an epic plot. Is that because it was 2 buildings or it just looked that big or what?
Just the size, and I'm so used to running around in the game and coming across all the epic plots. It looked bigger than a large. It didn't look like a copious. To me, I'm just guessing. Could have been a large.
I wouldn't think that the copious would be where you would put like a store or whatnot, unless it was a giant store. That was a couple of different things. I kind of saw some trash cans outside, kind of looking things or whatnot. So it was pretty interesting to see just the mold of what one of them, and like my mind when you saw it was like, okay, so there's portions where there's land plot, and it's just going to build like neighborhoods. And it's going to feel very built out once everybody does, build out on the land plots.
Absolutely. It's going to look totally different.
Yeah, I can't wait to find all these things. I'm going to continue to go explore and map things out.
You can't find the general store.
Yeah, you can't find that yet, but
unfortunately.
Nope, it's not out there yet. Not till we put it there, right?
That's right.
Solace is absolutely massive. There's 3 areas to Solace, and each of the different worlds are all 8 kilometers by 8 kilometers. So this was an image I think that we shared on Twitter just to show the size of the Cornucopias world.
Yep.
And this
pretty amazing. When you look at it, I think the perspective here, though, just so you know, that the Cornucopias, that's the Cornucopias, the size of the world when we've completed all 12 unique zones. That's what the size will be.
Yeah, so this takes into account all the 3 Solaces, all the 3 Esperanzas, all the 3 Fortunes, and the other 9 theme zones. So it's basically 3 times 12 times 50 to 60 kilometers, plus also there's Calido Valley on here. But actually the world is going to be a lot bigger as well, because we're going to be adding more mega domes. There's going to be custom domes as well. There's going to be other stuff. But this, and it's not a bad start with what we've got planned for the first kind of phases. We'll also have the city that comes on top of this as well. So there's this and more.
Yeah,
definitely bigger.
So I heard them talk about megadomes, more megadomes. So
Calido Valley is a megadome.
Exactly. So they're going to have their own other ones. So maybe they're going to have other PvP battle ones, since they've already kind of shown that a little bit, and other things. And I have no idea what else you could do in the other megadomes. There's so much like you could really do with it.
Well, you could have more racetracks. There's only so many racetracks that are going to fit
into Calido
Valley.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
There's and they could introduce whole new things, because Calido Valley introduced the racing and gave us that to do. So they could introduce totally new features that we haven't even talked about.
We haven't even thought about yet.
Exactly.
Yeah, obviously they've got a lot planned out, but they're only releasing what they're able to develop and build and go from there. So I think it's awesome.
They're doing a great job with it for sure. For sure. There's the three of us sitting here for our day on Sunday talking about it.
Than Grand Theft Auto, and definitely bigger than the Fortnite map, which is amazing to think that it was all handcrafted, all those three worlds, plus the sector hub was handcrafted, and Toledo as well. So
it's a vast world you can explore. We've got a node update for you. You want to give us some clarity on where we're at with the nodes?
Yes. September is starting to be rolled out as well, the rewards for them. So currently the node system is not in the hands of the public, but I'll give you an update of where we're up to. So September is going to be another month where the rewards will just stack up for everyone. The integration of the node system with the launcher this week, so that'll be going in for testing this week. Then
That's
we're going to start
huge milestone.
Oh yeah, it'll be
so
huge.
Let's give some clarity to what that means, because integrating the node system to our launcher, what that means is now Cornucopias can utilize these nodes to help with the game downloads, correct?
Yeah. And then the launcher will then grab its files from the nodes. So we've only got a handful of nodes at the moment. So the next phase that we're working on is we're working on creating some documentation for our testers to use, and we're also working on some documentation for the public node owners. So we will when that's ready, we will then be ready to give you the instructions on how to download the Docker. The Docker packages, how to install them, and we'll be running through that, where the community will actually be hosting the nodes themselves in test mode, getting ready for when we switch that on and go live. And at that point, then when we're happy with that and we've rolled out to the community, then we will start the live process of the nodes where rewards are given on performance. But for a few weeks, the rewards will just keep flowing as they are at the moment, as we roll those out slowly. Definitely by Christmas, everything should be out and running smoothly. And the plan really is to have those public the whole system kind of working by November. I mean, Christmas is just in case we've got some
with
more
the delegates and the pools and all of that.
Everything, yes. Yeah, we'll be working, so you'll be able to create your public pools or your private pools, however you want to run them, and then people will be able to start delegating them. So all that is coming this year. So we can safely say by the end of the year that whole node infrastructure and working with the nodes will be running live.
Very big from my point of view, because they told us that our rewards that we're getting are going to keep stacking for a few more months, which I'm enjoying my stacking of the rewards and everything. I only have one. I should have bought more because they're definitely way more expensive than they were during the minting phase and everything, but it is what it is.
Are they?
Well, they're going for like 1,000 ADA now.
Yeah, but the price
That's
of it
not
is
that
down.
much more. It is cheap right now. Also, if you go on base, boy, they're cheap. I've said too much. I'm going to stop there.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
okay. Yeah,
At least I've got a little bit of heads up before this goes live.
I don't even have a base wallet. Never done anything on base, so I would have to, get in.
Are you
everything.
Are you planning on getting a Valkyrie?
I would really like to. I just don't know how much it's going to be and how I'm, what funds and how things go.
If you want to set up your wallet, I'll help you, man. It's really easy to deal with base.
Maybe that could be a video for you to do, Jupiter. Give us how to set up a base wallet and everything to go after the things on base for Cornucopias.
Facts.
All right. Made a new stream there.
Of claiming, because obviously we're giving the rewards, but at the moment you can't claim them. But they are stacking up, so you will be able to collect them. You'll be able to claim your rewards Copy, so you'll be able to claim either Cardano Copy or base Copy. So we have that working at the moment internally. We're aiming to actually roll that out so you can claim them in early October. So that
UE 5.0, when that launched,
Not very
we
far
made
from
the
now.
excellent decision, thankfully, to migrate over to UE 5.
Claim them and stake them.
That was a tough one as well. This is really well done, Rob. So
They did
June
so
of
well
2022,
changing.
Unreal Engine 5.0 to
That
August
old video was
2024,
was
Unreal
my
Engine
favorite
5.3.
until
You
know
can
all
look
these
at the
updates. But I love that old video too.
The one that's before? Oh yeah, the before was great. I loved it. And then we saw what came out now, and I'm just like, if you loved Cornucopias in 2022 and 2024, if you don't love it even more, I don't know what's wrong with you.
And just imagine 2026.
Yes. And the things they've said before where they can even upscale it, but they didn't want to do that because then the people with the lower quality wouldn't be able to play, so they had to choose an inner space, which is what we have right now, but who knows where it goes.
color saturation improvements. You can look at details and just the way that everything looks, the avatar. There's a lot here.
Yeah, it was actually quite hard to go to spot these locations and go and find them on the map because I had to travel to. I've got no shortcuts. I literally had to go and find out where these monuments are. And this video on the left with Abigail, that was released part of a video where I think myself and I knew we were talking over of what we were expecting in the future.
Okay, so let's move along to the tournament announcement. Do you want to share the details?
I think there's a 100,000 Kopi prize, total prize, and that's split over a number of weeks. Currently this week, although they'll probably be closing at the moment, we have the Bubble Jet leaderboard. So I've been racing the
Done.
Bubble Jet, which is the Class C.
Did you place, Jupiter? Did you place?
Nope, I did not. Did you?
No, I did not get anywhere near close to placing. I think we're like 45 or so, I think, out of the 90 something or whatnot. Bionic, did you place at all?
No, I only played like one test race. I haven't really raced much.
Jupiter be racing a lot.
Not Bubble Jets.
No, not Bubble Jets. You get me into T3, bro. We could be having fun when it gets to the T3.
Yes,
the T3 I can race, especially on the yellow track.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got a rare Bubble Jet. I just ran one race one day, so I want to have to jump in there.
Well, yeah, you got to get a
Actually,
javelin for this week. It's the javelin or the custom OG.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that tomorrow.
I think I'm in about 15th position at the moment, but probably as this video goes out on Friday, I'm probably last because the community are getting some really fast times.
We're not eligible to win, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
The community, y'all need to know that
Make sure everybody got that.
Team members can't win Kopi, but
no, we can enter, but yeah, we'll
we
forfeit.
can enter and play. But yeah,
we'll forfeit any prize money. To enter, you need to get a Discord role using your corn points. So all that information is in there. Next week, or this week, starting I think today, there'll be a different vehicle or two, and then there'll be another tournament next week, and then the one after. All the points will be accumulated, and all those leaderboards eventually will turn into one giant leaderboard. And final leak section.
Yeah, the art book. Let's do it.
Dope.
Yeah, so part 2 of the art book. We're splitting this over 3 episodes. This is part 2. Not got many images to show here. This is so if you haven't seen last week's episode, go and watch that because there's tons more images in there. This is one of the login areas. So in the future,
that's a machine that processes logs and turns them into lumber.
Yes. So in the future, there's a dedicated area. You can't just go and chop down any tree within Solace because that's not very good for the environment. So we've created an area where you'll be able to chop trees down. I think they'll respawn or they'll grow back, and then you'll feed them through this machine, and you'll get all kinds of planks of wood. So that's a pretty cool.
It's actually pretty cool. I don't know if you've found any of them yet, Jupiter. Have you actually ran over and found any of the logging areas yourself?
Oh yeah, yep. I sure did. I found some plots next to some. Well, not next to, but I found a very nice epic plot that is close to a mining and a logging area. and it's not easy to find plots close to these logging areas.
The logging areas seem
That's
At
to
good
least
to
be
not
know.
yet. They might add more.
true.
Yeah, I found a logging area. I think in Solace 2, maybe it was 1. I think it was 2. But all the screenshots I took of the map didn't actually show up on the computer. It was just black screen. So
You weren't supposed to
Ah,
know about
I
that.
don't know exactly. There you go. Maybe.
which is some images from mining.
Yeah.
So those that came to Rare Evo last year, not this year, they would have been able to play the mining level.
I missed that.
Yeah.
played
We've
that.
not
Yep, I did
released
that.
that to the public yet, but you will get mining in Solace. I'm pretty sure by the end of the year. Well, I know you will.
Incredible.
So by the end of the year, you'll be not just running around Solace. You'll be doing stuff.
So we'll have mining by the end of the year. We'll have nodes up by the end of the year. We'll have mounts by the end of the year. We'll have all kinds of
Hopefully.
stuff. Yeah, hopefully. Obviously,
Hopefully we'll have all this. Yeah.
obviously programming and everything else. Nothing is set in stone until it's out. And then once it comes out, hopefully there's not bugs. But if it is, then you gotta get the bugs out and everything too. But there's definitely a lot coming. He's talked a couple of different times about waiting to play on Christmas Day and everything. In a couple of different the other videos and everything too.
Win bobbleheads.
Oh, it's old
Yeah,
school
that's
there. It's old school there for sure.
OG.
Showing your OG status.
And these are the sector hubs. We went through that video before with the bear. So the G train. And what you will see at the front here is we have a really cool map of whichever Solace you're about to get the train to. So definitely check that out. And you can press the different numbers on your keyboard to zoom in the character, change the point of view. So when you're looking at any of the images or the maps here, you press the number 1, that will be the maximum zoom, so you get more detail. And I think the default is number 2, but you can go position 3 or position 4.
So I wonder if he was telling us to go look at those because it's cool, or if there's something for us to find there.
I think that what there is for you to find is just an easy way to see how the names of the towns are laid out.
Yeah,
I don't know.
maybe.
I don't see how it could be much more than that to that part. But hey, maybe they're gonna add something.
That's it for episode 9. Episode 10 drops in, you guessed it, 12 hours. We'll see you there. Like, comment, subscribe.